Oopsies. Hi. It's me, Tony Bomboni ASMR. Back with another video. So if you want to check out my last video, I did a Zen garden. This video is going to be a chessboard with chess pieces. This has been requested for nearly 10 years now on this channel because that was one of the first videos I posted. I deleted it. I apologize deeply for that. Finally, after a decade, it's here. So let's begin. This is a new chessboard though, not the old one. That one was tattered and long gone and lost by now with moving so many times. So before this begins, if you're new here, all you need to do is subscribe, tap that bell, and hit all notifications when you do so you can get notified of new content from me every single day as I upload daily to help me support my journey to keep producing content for you daily. I also have a website, tonybomboni.com. You can use those coupon codes in the corner and that's going to help you. Okay, help you in many ways because I do Reiki healing, tarot reading, coffee cup reading, candle wax reading, and custom ASMR content for you. You go ahead and book that right there. Thank you so much for the support. I just want to truly take the time to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support on this journey to help me keep going. Like I said, it's been almost 10 years. I'm one of the oldest ASMR artists that is still going, still actively producing content, and not to mention daily content. So that website's there to support my journey to keep going. All right, let's begin. So this chess board is called Amerous. Amerous chess. I like the cover. I like the box a lot. And it says 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Original Amerous product. So exquisite American carved chess. I don't know if I've ever owned an Amerous chessboard. I don't even know if I've even heard of them. But let's see. I heard they were good. Oh, it says artisan, not American. Artisan carved chess. The sticker says thank you. 100% quality warranty. Alright, so I guess I can open it from here. There's still some little sticky thing there. Some residue from the sticker. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Break this. Oh my gosh. Here is the instructions manual and international warranty. Awesome. It's a warranty card. Not sponsored. This is purchased with my own money. It's a cleaning and maintaining. Some guidance. Look how cool this is. Oh, it's a postcard. Enjoy your every beautiful day. This is wonderful. So I'll be looking forward to maybe reading some of these instructions. Let's whip this out now. How exciting to unbox this. It says on the back, checkmate. Amerous handmade chess set is worth to be had and will gain your admiration. Threaten and checkmate your opponent with these stunning artisan carved pieces. This classic chess set does not only increase the great fun of chess game, but also train your logical thinking. It features a magnetic board and special slots inside the board for easy storage and traveling. This wooden chessboard is lightweight and well packed. Its exquisite craftsmanship and elegant look would definitely catch your eyes at the first time. It could also be a great gift to all people you loved. Enjoy your strategic chess game with our Amerous handmade chess set. smell of a chessboard. Here are the little pieces. Little pawns. I think I remember how to play the roll of thumb, but I won't pretend like I know. I will look at the instructions because I did forget. Maybe you don't know either. Maybe you look at the instructions with me and learn how to play chess with me. Or relearn if it's been a while for you as well. There's always the white pieces and the dark pieces. All right. And I think it makes for a nice decor in the home as well. To have a chessboard just sitting around. Especially if it's like a glass or marble one, that's actually ideal. Oh. Alright, I thought there was a chip there. I hope not. But here is the chessboard. I'll go ahead and decorate the pieces. Actually, I don't really remember how. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I'm so embarrassed. How the chess pieces move the king. So here is the king. It's magnetic, which is an upgrade from my last chessboard. The king is the most important piece, but is one of the weakest. The king can move in any direction, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, but only one space at a time. You need to make sure you guard your king. When the king is attacked by another piece, this is called check, and the game is over and your opponent wins. Okay, that I know, pretty straightforward. I remember a lot of this, but I just want to make sure. Queen, the queen can move in any direction. The queen was, I always mix up the queen with the other one because they look so alike. The queen is the fatter one. There we go. The queen can move in any direction, as many spaces as you want. However, the queen can't jump over other chess pieces. Got it. Bishop. The bishop is this little thing with the slit. All right, bishop. Bishop can move as far as it wants, but only diagonally. It can also move forwards or backwards, but can't jump over other pieces. Okay. It can be a little confusing to remember. Knight. There's the knight. Horse. A knight has a more complex move than other pieces and can jump over other pieces. The move is either 2 forward and 1 to the side. 2 forward and 1. Oh yeah, the L. This is the L. Or 1 forward and 2 to the side. Yes, any L. Just like the shape of an L. This is the only piece besides a pawn that you can move on your first move. This is the only piece besides a pawn that you can move on your first move. Oh, okay. Rook. That's the rook. I always used to call it the castle. A rook can move horizontally or vertically, any number of spaces as far as it wants. It can't jump over other pieces. The pawn, the little baby pawns, my favorite ones. Since you have 8 pawns on your chessboard, they're usually the first piece that will be moved. You can move a pawn upon 2 spaces on the initial move, but only 1 space after that. You don't have to move 2 spaces to begin, but you can. A pawn can only move straight ahead unless it is capturing an opponent's piece. Then it is required to capture. Wait, a pawn can only move straight ahead unless it is capturing an opponent's piece. Alright, I guess if it happens to be diagonal, I don't know. I need to learn this with someone. Again, then it is required to capture. Tip: the pawn is the only chess piece that can move differently on the first move than on any other move. The pawn is the only chess... I'm sorry, I'm a slow learner. The pawn is the only chess piece that can move differently on the first move than on any other move. Okay, I think I know what that means. It is also the only one to capture differently than it normally moves. Okay, I'm so confused. I'm sorry. I'm just like stressing myself out. The pawn is the only chess piece that can move differently on the first move than any other move. It is also the only one to capture differently than it normally moves. Okay, I think I know what that means. The knight is the only chess piece that can jump over other pieces. Yes, okay. Chess history. The history of chess can be traced back nearly 1,500 years. Although the early origins are uncertain, the earliest predecessor of the game probably originated in India before the 6th century AD. A minority of historians believe the game originated in China. From India, the game spread to Persia. When the Arabs conquered Persia, chess was taken up by the Muslim world and subsequently spread to southern Europe. In Europe, chess evolved into roughly its current form in the 15th century. Chess remains a highly popular pastime among the general populace. Discover the special rules of chess. There are a few special rules in chess. They may not seem logical at first. They were created to make the game more fun and interesting. How to do en passant in chess. The last rule about pawns is called en passant, which is French for in passing. If a pawn moves out 2 squares on its first move, and by doing so lands to the side of an opponent's pawn, this side, they mean this side, like, you know how this is like the opponent's side, the 4, and then this is your 4 side, if you're the white piece. I think that's what they mean. To the side of an opponent's pawn, effectively jumping past the other pawn's ability to capture it. That other pawn has the option of capturing the first pawn as it passes by. The special move must be done immediately after the first pawn has moved past. Otherwise, the option to capture it is no longer available. Odd but important rule. Okay. Not sure what that means again. Introduction to chess. Chess is a 2-player strategy board game. The chessboard is a square consisting of 64 black and white, dark and light squares. The pieces are divided into black and white, dark and light. With a total of 32 pieces, 16 pieces each side. Okay. Chess is played on a squared board of 8 rows and 8 columns, and the 64 squares alternate in color and are referred to as light and dark squares. The dark squares are called a black square, the light ones are called a white square. The pieces are moved in these squares. When placing the pieces on the board, be careful that the first row to the right of your side is white. The first... I don't get it. The 8 straight lines are represented by lowercase letters. I think I did this wrong. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, I just have the board turned differently. It doesn't matter. Okay. The 8 straight lines are represented by lowercase letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. From the left side to the right side of white. Okay. Again, I don't know what they mean by that. That's weird because they're all different colors. The 8 horizontal lines are represented by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Respectively from white to black. The name of each small square in a chessboard, for example, the 4th row of the square in column C is called C4. C4 right there. The 4 squares in the middle of the board are called the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the center. The square around the center is called the subcenter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Lines 1 and 8 are called baseline. Okay, baseline. lines A and H are called sidelines. The area formed by the straight lines of A, B, and C is on the side of queen, which is called the queen side. All right, interesting. The area formed by the straight lines of F, G, H is on the side of king, which is called the king side. Lines D and E are called center lines. Okay. Pieces in place: king, queen, bishop, knight, rook, pawn. So there are a total of 32 chess pieces divided into two groups of black and white, each of which is 16. The two sides of the game each hold a group. The pieces types are the same, divided into 6 types. Note on the place of the chess piece: the white is placed in the white square and the black is placed in the black square. I don't know what that even means, because they all kind of share. I don't know. Okay, this is weird. So let's start putting the pawns together. All right, just as they portray in the image. Just doing my best to follow the rules. My brother is so smart. Like, he went like to school and got like all whatever straight A's. I mean, I'm like a dummy compared to, not to degrade myself, but like I did struggle kind of a little bit. Sometimes more than him, at least. I would always ask him for homework. So if he was here, he's really good at instruction manual, like really good. I suck. Okay. Anyways, so let's move on. This is the, I think that's the bishop, yes. So, pawn's done. Rook, let's put the rook on both sides. Rook is starting there. Rook. Rooks. Get the rooks out the way. Knights, get the knights out the way. Both sides. The bishops, let's get them out the way next to the knight, the horse. Alright. The bush bishop there. Then the queen and king. I believe it doesn't matter the order as long as they're opposing each other, right? So queen, king. Oh, I forgot this little piece. What is this? Oh, is this an extra piece? Okay, that's an extra queen. They usually give an extra queen, right? Why are they a different size? I'm skeptical. That doesn't sit right with my spirit. Okay, anyway, moving on. Let's switch these because they have to be opposite each other, right? Well, my guess is because it shows up as, okay, it doesn't matter as long as they're opposite. That's what I always remembered. Like, queen cannot be facing queen, king cannot be facing king. So that's the rule of thumb. Movement and capture. Chess is a game in which two sides play against each other, one playing white and the other black. In the game, the white takes the lead, one move at a time, and the two players take turns playing until the game is over. Moves and capture the king. King moves horizontally, vertically, or obliquely, but only one step at a time. The king may eat the pieces on his way, but he cannot pass through any square that is under attack by an empty piece. By an enemy piece, I'm sorry. The king may eat the pieces on his way, but he cannot pass through any square that is under attack by an enemy piece. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, this game is hard. Harder than I remember. Move and capture of a rook. Rook, which is this thing, the castle thingy. Can move any number of squares along a rank or file, but cannot leap over other pieces, along with the king. A rook is involved during the king's castling move. The way of capture is the same as the way it moves. That makes sense. Moves and capture of a bishop. Alright, so yeah, remember rook is this. Okay, can go any like that. bishop. Well, they done skipped through the knight, didn't they? I guess they'll get back to it. Bishop can move any number of squares diagonally, but cannot leap over other pieces diagonally. The way it captures the same as the way it moves. In chess, each side has two bishops at the beginning. The bishop in white square is called a light squared bishop. The bishop in black square is called a dark squared bishop. Because the bishop can only walk diagonally, the light square bishop can only walk in the diagonal of the white square. Yeah, so they don't really ever cross each other's paths, do they? Moves and capture the queen. The queen is the most powerful in chess, and the moves of rook and bishop together are the queen's moves. So she can move like that and like that. All ways possible. Just not L. The queen combines the power of a rook and bishop, can move any number of squares along rank, file, or diagonal, but cannot leap over other pieces. The way of capture is the same as the way it moves. Moves and capture of some knight. Here we are, knights. Knight can move through 64 squares on a chessboard. Compared with other pieces, the knight moves in a very special way. It moves in a straight or horizontal square. The L, remember, 1, 2, 3, 3 squares. L. And then a diagonal square. The knight is the only piece that can leap over other pieces. Moves and captures of a pawn. A pawn can move forward to the unoccupied square immediately in front of it on the same file, or on its first move it can advance 2 squares along the same file, provided both squares are unoccupied. The way of capture is different from the way it moves. The pawn can capture an opponent's piece on a square diagonally in front of it on an adjacent file. So if it's like right here, it can do this to go diagonal and capture. By moving to that square and pass on. When a pawn makes a 2-step advance from its starting position, and then there's an opponent's pawn on a square next to the destination square on an adjacent file, then the opponent's pawn can capture it and pass on in passing. Moving to the square, the pawn passed over. This can only be done on the very next turn, otherwise the right to do so is forfeited. Promotion. When a pawn advances to the 8th rank as part of the move it is promoted, and must be exchanged for the player's choice of queen, rook, bishop, or knight of the same color. So pawn is the most potential chess pieces. Castling. According to the rules in each game, both sides have a chance to move the king and the rook at the same time. And only count as a move known as castling. The castling could either hide the king behind a protected position of pawns or move his rook out of a corner for battle. The castling consists of moving the king 2 squares along the first rank toward a rook that is on the player's first rank, and then placing the rook on the last square that the king just crossed. So it's like this and this. Like they can actually cross over too, I guess, and like protect on behind like a pawn or something like that if necessary. Castling is not permissible in any of the following conditions are met. The king or the rook have moved during the game. There are pieces between the king and the rook. The king is in check. The king passes through a square that is under attack by an enemy piece, or the king moves to a square that would result in check. Determination of win, lose, and draw. And this is the last of the instructions. The object of a chess match is to kill the opponent's king. The game stipulates that when the king of one side is attacked by the opponent's chess piece and the move is in check and has no legal move to escape check, the king will be killed. In addition to checkmate, there are lose by running out of time and draw. A draw occurs when draws are reached by mutual agreement between the players. Both sides cannot checkmate the opponent's king. One side continuously checkmates the opponent's king, and the other side is unable to avoid. This is called a perpetual check. The player whose turn it is to move has no legal move and is not in check, known as stalemate. Threefold repetition of position occurs, and neither side is able to avoid repeating moves. If during the previous 50 moves no pawn has been moved and no capture has been made, either player can claim a draw. Whoa, that's advanced chess right there, child. We ain't never learned that before in our life. Okay, so I think that's it, really. So if I'm not mistaken, you can kind of do this, right? oops, you're an idiot. Now you just got killed. So they claim the piece, right? Isn't that how it works? I don't know. And then I can just like, I don't know, do this, and now I'm an idiot again. Right? I don't know if I can attack in front. Can I? Is that something? Okay, and then like I can just, have fun with it, I suppose. Right. And just kind of, be random. Obviously, this is not how it would go down, but I like to sort of imagine and daydream like, yeah, this would be like the world's most ridiculous chess game where I'm just doing this for sound. Camera stopped recording. Sorry about that. I don't know when it was not recording, but yeah, I just kind of dragged it out until all the pieces are done just to make sound with it. So I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe more than the last video that I did of this type. Okay. I'm just going to be putting the pieces back in their positioning. And I'm very thankful that you had the chance to join me today in a chessboard video. Maybe you got something out of this, learned something new by chance. Subscribers in the next one.